But let's move on. Let's talk about an exclusive conversation that our team had with the IndiGo CEO, Pieter Elbers. And he tells us that they are on track to achieve their capacity guidance for FY24. Our colleague Madiha Mujawar caught up with him.
I think what's important for IndiGo is that we're actually going through a phase of very strong growth of the Indian market. And today the Indian aviation market is going through really a very healthy development in terms of growth. Last year, calendar year 2023, IndiGo was welcoming over 100 million customers. It's actually the first time an Indian carrier is making a number like that. And already in terms of daily departures, IndiGo is number 7 in the world. And again, looking at the size of the country, looking at the potential of the country, looking at the growth of the country, I think IndiGo is very well positioned to be part of that wonderful Indian growth story.
The market share has been seeing a marginal slide over the last few months. Do you think it's because of a grounding due to the Pratt & Whitney engine recalls?
I don't tend to look at market development month over month. If it goes up, you don't put any question to me. If it goes down 0.2, you're asking what's going on. So for us, market share is an outcome of what's going on in the market itself. We're not looking on a monthly and not even on a quarterly basis of what's there. It has gone up last year, then it sort of stabilizes, and now it fluctuates a little bit, which is totally normal. Again, what's important for us is that we can continue to serve our customers. And being in Nagpur here today and having 25 daily flights out of Nagpur to 11 different cities, I guess that speaks to where India is going. Nagpur, where we had a very small operation years ago, today we have 25 a day. Again, we touched the threshold of 2,000 daily flights, which is a wonderful thing. Last year, towards the end of the year, November, December, we were at those numbers. And I would tend to look at the direction rather than at quarterly or even monthly fluctuations.
The airline had told Stock Exchange that 75 aircraft are expected to be grounded by the March of 2024. Any more numbers that you see? Has Pratt & Whitney communicated anything, and how are you mitigating these challenges?
No, we didn't communicate that with the financial markets. What we communicated is there was a number in the 30s, if I recall well, in addition to the existing groundings, and then you can make the math yourself. But that was our communication to the market. And this is a number which is all the time sort of fluctuating depending on some of these supply chain challenges. I think what's important for IndiGo is that we have been able to deliver consistently on our capacity guidance. We gave a capacity guidance for FY24, and so far we're perfectly on track in that capacity guidance. And even in our last earnings call, we have repeated our confidence to make that capacity guidance. So all the mitigating measures which we did, some lease extensions, some temporary measures, even the 2 wide bodies which we have on damp lease, all these measures are really helping us to make sure that we can live up to that capacity guide.
You spoke of XL seats, and there was quite a lot of reaction on the latest seat prices, the revision in seat prices. How would the airline justify the hike?
I think we should have a good balance in what's out there in the market and how our products are being priced. And if you see the general price levels and even compare it to international, the Indian market is a very competitive market. It's a very price-sensitive market at the same time. I think for us at IndiGo, we go with those fluctuations in the market and we price our products accordingly.
Okay, so that's the word coming in from IndiGo. We need to take a short break with the news that the markets are holding steady. We have the Bank Nifty, which is up around 0.4%. The mid-caps, which have outperformed this week, are relatively lesser in comparison to the large caps, but nonetheless holding up with a gain of around 0.4%. Take a short break. Be back with more. Stay tuned.